Hello, Steve here, and in this video I'm going to show you how I hold down the artwork once I attach it to the screen so that I get an even pressure along the artwork and it makes contact with the screen. It's important that your artwork makes contact with the emulsion that you've put on your screen so that you get a good burn on the emulsion. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I've got a piece of foam that I use whenever I'm working. Sometimes I use the exposure unit because it's a good height to do screen prep and that type of stuff on. So what I do is I put a piece of foam on there to protect the glass. And what we'll do here is we'll take one of our screens out from underneath the exposure unit. And so what you would do, I'm not going to go through all the lining up and everything. We can do that later. But so what you want to do is, of course, you need to get this lined up however your garment or whatever your screen printing lines up on the pallet. And so normally you would measure and get this all centered, but I don't, just to be quick about it, I'm not going to do that in this video. So what we're going to do is take some tape and we'll just tape down the corners so it'll hold it. And so normally this screen would be covered in emulsion. We would do all the measuring to make sure that this lined up so when you went to the press and you put it in the press it lined up. So we'll take off the foam protector and I'm going to put this down over the exposure unit. What I do is I get my artwork centered on the fluorescent tube so that I get a good coverage, even coverage. And so what I've got is I went back to the glass store and I got another piece of 1/4 inch tempered glass, same as the glass on the exposure unit, except the right size to fit inside the screens that I'm using. So I'm going to lay that down, and that's going to give me a good, this glass is fairly heavy, so that's going to give me a good even pressure on the artwork. Then what I did was I went down to the home improvement store and I got a piece of styrofoam and I put that inside. Then what I do is I've got a weight plate that I use, and you got to be really careful. If this slips out of your hand, you're going to be buying new glass for both your exposure unit and your frame, because this will go right through there. So you got to be really careful. I'm going to lay that right down the center, and then just as an extra, I normally have some water jugs, or you can grab the laundry detergent jug that's new, and I put that on there. So basically that's how I keep an even pressure on the artwork so that it makes a even contact on the emulsion. So it seems to do a pretty good job. I haven't had any problems, and I don't use this exposure unit. Some folks have asked me if I've used this exposure unit for halftones, and I have not. I know other people who have. All the screens that I've burnt are spot color, and spot color means that they're all solid colors. Halftones are the little dots that make up the image, and I haven't done halftones. So that's it. That's how I hold down the artwork so that we get an even coverage on the exposure unit. So I hope that helps. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and like it. Be sure to subscribe so you'll see my other videos as I make them. And I appreciate you watching. I've got a link to my website. There's more information there on screen printing and building the equipment, and that's at screenprintingguy.com. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.